So as you know that it is always difficult and get many challenges for the students who don't have English as their mother language whilst learning, and also that is what Miss Beach has been observing from the Vietnamese students during her teaching at the ISTNU as the part of her internship in Vietnam. So now I would like to invite Miss Peach to the stage for the presentation with the topic Difficulty Challenges of Vietnamese Students in Learning English. So welcome Miss Peach.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to give a speech presentation about your problems and your difficulties in learning English. As you know, I attend your classes in IELTS preparation and your pronunciation class. And as you know, this is the brief of my background. Education, I graduated from university in Bangkok, and there is a list of my work experience. Okay, Vietnamese students with English language. There are some difficulties and challenges for you. First of all, I want to talk about the difference in English alphabet and in Vietnamese language. I know that some consonants that don't exist in your language, such as P. I don't know, P. You pronounce P differently, like ba, right? And some like consonant like F. You have PH like ba, for. But it's not F itself. So it's similar. And W or Z. Okay. And second one is pronunciation. This is the topic that I'm currently teaching in your class. You have to listen to me carefully, especially my students. You have a problem for consonants, vowels, and intonation and everything in place of articulation, how to position your tongue, your teeth, your mouth, and everything, lip routing. Some of Vietnamese students, they're really good at pronunciation, and most of them interested in singing. Singing help them to move their mouth, their tongues, and when they sing, they train the organs of around here, and they can move their tongues freely, more freer than the one who don't sing. This is what I found in my students, and they have difficulty to comprehend the initial consonants, like if there will be the word such as school, CHA, which you have to pronounce S first and CS, sukut. You pronounce only one sound, like chu or su, shu or school, but without L at the end. School, not school, like this. This is your main problem that I found. And some Vietnamese students still confused between the letters L and N. You know, right? Some of you pronounce internet like internet, and last, L-A-S-T, last, which is much different between L and N And I hope you can work more on this to differentiate these sounds. And the other thing about initial consonants is sometimes they combine into clusters like TR, PR, KR, DR. When you pronounce drink, you drink. DR, you pronounce like the ring, not drink. Like this, or please, you will say police, not please. Like this. But it comes together, one sound. And okay, sometimes the irrelevant consonant just comes from nowhere. Like when they pronounce watch, you watching TV. I had one time my student say watch with the G or K comes from nowhere. Pronounce watch. And I think it is one of the main problems that I found. And Vietnamese students always stop in the middle of the word, like was, they will pronounce wall, just wall with no final consonant, wall. And sometimes they add extra syllable like have, HAVE, and they pronounce have, which is not, is have, like this, okay. And the vowels, they have difficulties to differentiate the vowel sounds like or and was, were, or work or walk or warm or worm. I was thinking about it, and if I were you, I would be confused as well if I haven't known the word before, because ARM, warm, ARM is arm, right? Like this. And if you imagine that you put W in front of arm, it should be warm, right? But it's not warm, it's warm. Yeah, and suddenly I understand why you can't pronounce it correctly, because you don't know the word, you don't know the meaning as well, and you don't listen enough. You don't listen to English language enough and know how they use it and know how they speak it. And intonation is common problem but understandable, because in Vietnamese language there is no intonation, and in Thai as well. And place of articulation and positioning. Okay, you don't know how to position your tongue, like with lip rounding, like this, or to circle or flat, or sometimes your tongue cannot move freely, like you cannot move your tongue as you want it. I hope you can practice on this more, and your tongues are stiff right now, and if you practice more, if you keep practicing, it will be more flexible. And this problem is sound recognition. Sometimes you hear the word, you hear the sound correctly from dictionary, from the sound pronunciation that you listen in your lab, but you cannot imitate the sound. And translation in the class, during the class, if teacher will say something, Vietnamese students always translate for their friends in the class. In my opinion, the students should figure it out, the meaning. What is the meaning of what teachers say themselves? I know some students, you mean well, you want to help your friend, but it's not helping, right? helping them is to help them, encourage them to learn themselves. Okay. And next one, Vietnamese environment. I found that Vietnamese environment, like culture and everything, are so intensive here. Okay. There are some of other cultures but also still in Asian cultures like Korean or Thai, but not European or English cultures are popular here, which is hard for you because when you go around the city, I always ride around the city and less advertisement or any noticement are written in English. Rarely hard to be found. And motivation. Some of students, they still don't know how much they can exploit the value of English or motivation inside them to know to make them have an effort to speak to want to speak English well, or how they can apply it in real life situation. So some of them have inspiration to be English teacher or to go abroad or to have, as they tell me their word, to have foreign husband. That's just a good inspiration for me. It's not bad because at least it encouraged them to learn, to study more or to pay attention more. So I think Vietnamese students have to find inspiration in learning, motivation that make them want to learn. Because if they will just study here, living in Vietnamese environment, they see no point in studying English.